What's up?
Oh, you don't understand what I've got to do now. Oh, I don't want to do it. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Christian Fox and this is how to unalive yourself in 5 easy minutes.
Right about now, you're about to witness the sea walk of the incredible. Keep it gangster, y'all. Keep it gangster. Keep it gangster, y'all. Keep it gangster.
I was doing the feeding of all of my spiders, the lizards, everything. And I picked up an enclosure to take up on the side to feed, change the water dish out and so forth. And this is a spider that I have very little to do with. A, it's got a very, very venomous punch. B, I'm allergic. And C, it's very fast. It's obviously I won't say aggressive, but it's very, very defensive. It's a beautiful tarantula nonetheless, which is why it's in my collection. But my anxiety is going through the roof just thinking about doing this. If it all goes wrong, it's definitely a phone call to emergency services for me. And if it doesn't, it's just a case of changing my pants, I suppose. So anyway, I went to feed this spider last night. I noticed something very, very unusual. All of the substrate had really sort of sunken down low, and I thought, how come that's got so low? It turned out that there was a crack in the water bowl. How that had happened, I don't know. It was kind of like a carved wooden water bowl, so it might have just cracked with expansion, contraction, that sort of stuff. Anyway, so I picked up the enclosure and noticed that there was probably an inch of water in the bottom. Now I did have a nice big hide in there, which filled up a good, proportion of the tank. So I knew I had. Sorry, my cat's gone mad. I knew I had a couple of challenges ahead. One being to find the spider because he's a heavy webber. B, to get him out safely because of the enclosure and what had happened, and C, to not get bitten. So let's take a look at the enclosure, and then we'll do the rehouse, and then we can catch him and show you him a little bit more. Okay, guys. So this is the enclosure. Now I went in to feed last night, and I noticed that we had loads and loads of excess moisture here. It's running all the way around. Now this was originally this deep. It's I can't even remember what substrate I used going back so long, but it's really broken down. So we need to catch her, we need to take her out of there, take the enclosure apart, give it a good clean, pack it right up with some nice, arboreal type substrate that's going to be ideal, and then we'll take a good look at her and get her rehoused. So heavily reported as being a newly discovered species, quite rare in the hobby. This is the Chilobrachys species, also called the electric blue tarantula. Now this is an old world tarantula, which means it has a very nasty bite. If you get bitten by this tarantula, it will be medically significant. Originating from Thailand, this species of tarantula likes a humid environment and a high temperature. Around 26 degrees, give or take a degree or two, this tarantula will do well in a nice deep enclosure for its arboreal nature. Okay, so I'm literally petrified about this one, just because of the way that the enclosure opens. So I'm gonna try and get her to run up. If she runs down, I could be in some real. Right, she's run down, so she could pop up literally anywhere. So. was at this point that I had to change tactics. This was not working. I had to get Kel involved. I got a big underbed storage unit, you know, the type of the lids. I laid the tank in on its side and slowly eased out this. Now, if you can imagine that being heavily webbed and a spider being in there, a very naughty spider, and having so many exit points for it to come out of, I thought it was best if I just done it a more safer way. So I popped the lid on it, I slid the skull out, teased away at the earth, and got him out. I'm sorry I couldn't film that, but it was more a case of panic mode, I suppose. So anyway, we got him. It's a shame the colour's not really catching and giving him much justice, but we'll get there in a minute. Let's get the enclosure ready and prepared, and until then, let's give you some music. That literally surprised the hell out of me. As complicated as it was getting him out of it, it was very simple to put him back. So I'm very positive and happy about that. So let's take a look in the new enclosure, show you how the setup is. As I said, it's a small enclosure, but this will be addressed in a couple of weeks once we've moved. Enjoy.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing.
Boys, that was the Chilobrachys tarantula, the electric blue. I hope you enjoyed that. As with any old world tarantulas, you know, it's always best to, you know, put a lot of caution in any rehouses that you do. You know, you really don't want to get bitten by one of these, especially if, like me, you know, you're allergic or anything like that, because it really could be the difference between life and death, I suppose. But yeah, just always keep your wits about you. Just do things very safely. Other than that, what an absolutely beautiful tarantula. The colours absolutely pop. One of my favourite spiders to look at. Not one of my most favourite ones to have to deal with, but an essential part of your collection if you are going to keep them. So anyway, that's the end of that one. I hope you enjoyed that. If you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. It really does help us. You know, give us a like, drop a comment down. Of course, I'll make sure I reply to all of the comments. And I hope you're all enjoying the weekend so far. I hope next week's great.